সো কে যেন এই কথাটা বলেছিলে, অভিজিৎ, অভিজিৎ চন্দ্র। তো you couldn't mention that which one was tricky question. অভিজিৎ,
Yes,
are
sir.
you there? Which
Yes,
one
sir,
was
I'm
tricky
there.
question? Which one was
Tricky
tricky
means
question?
actually the sequences are different for all 7 of us. So for me it was
Yes.
a bit.
আরে সে তো থাকবেই। আরে
হ্যাঁ, ওই বলেছিলাম আমার ক্ষেত্রে ওইটা পড়েছিল ট্রিকি
তোমার
লেগেছে আর
বন্ধু,
বাকিদের।
তোমার বন্ধু কোন কোশ্চেন পাচ্ছে, তুমি কোন কোশ্চেন পাচ্ছ, সেই নিয়ে তোমার চিন্তা করার কি আছে?
না ওটা
তাই
বলি
না?
না, আমি মানে পরীক্ষার পরই জানতে পারলাম সিকোয়েন্স আলাদা ছিল।
হ্যাঁ, তার মানে তোমার বন্ধুর কাছ থেকে তুমি খোঁজ নিয়েছো, তাই
না
তো?
আমি খোঁজ নেবো কেন, আমি পরেই জানতে পেরেছি। ওই
তাহলে
মানে
কি
কি
করে
বলবো
পরে
ওই
জানতে পারলে 1 নম্বর কোশ্চেনের উত্তরটা কি ছিল, এরকম জানার চেষ্টা করেছিলে কি?
না আমি আপনাকে চ্যাটও দেখাতে পারি, সেরকম কিছু
না
ওরকম
না,
হয়নি।
কোনো দরকার নেই। যাই হোক, এটা থাকবে, জেনে রেখে দাও। এই এই জিনিসগুলো এইগুলো সাধারণ যে কোনো এতেই হয়, মানে কুইজের ক্ষেত্রেই হয়। তুমি আগেও হয়তো দিয়ে থাকবে, উম, নিশ্চয়ই দিয়েছো এরকম। যেমন তোমরা জয়েন্ট এন্ট্রান্স দিয়েছো, তখনও দেখেছো যে তোমার পাশের জনের সেট আর তোমার সেটটা ম্যাচ করে না,
হ্যাঁ
অথচ
ম্যাচ
কোশ্চেন
করে।
একই থাকে। হ্যাঁ, কোশ্চেন একই থাকে, হয়তো তোমার যেটা 1 নম্বরের প্রশ্ন আছে তার ক্ষেত্রে হয়তো সেটা 10 নম্বরে আছে। মানে সোজা কথা, কোশ্চেনটা ওই এক একটা কত অ্যান্সার, দুয়েরটা কত অ্যান্সার, এত তাড়াতাড়ি উত্তরটা জেনে নিলে হবে না। তোমাকে তাহলে কোশ্চেনটা তাকে বোঝাতে হবে, এই কোশ্চেনের অ্যান্সারটা আমি জানতে চাইছি। সে তখন সেই কোশ্চেনটা খুঁজবে, তার কাছে কোথায় অ্যান্সারটা আছে, তারপরে দেখে সে উত্তর বল, মানে ইট উইল কনজিউম লিটল বিট মোর টাইম। আমি বলছি দ্যাটস দ্য রিজন, ইট উইল কনজিউম লিটল বিট মোর টাইম, অ্যান্ড অ্যাজ এ রেজাল্ট ইউ উইল বি, মানে যে করবে এটা, তুমি তো করোই নি একদম, those who will try to make such kind of issues, they will lose little bit time. That's only, that's part only. এবার কেউ যদি বন্ধুকে সাহায্য করার জন্য সাহায্য করতে গিয়ে নিজের 2 নম্বর ছাড় দিয়ে ছেড়ে দিয়ে আসতে চায়, আসবে, নো প্রবলেম। আর কেউ যদি ভাবে যে না, আমার বন্ধুকে সাহায্য করতে গিয়ে আমার 5 নম্বর কমে গেল, তাহলে আমি আমারটাই দেখি, বন্ধুরটা করবো না, তাহলে সেটা তার ব্যাপার। ঠিক আছে, এটা তো নিজেদের মধ্যে, সে নিয়ে আমি কোনো আলোচনা করতে চাই না। মানে as you know, that being teaching in undergraduate level for so many years, at least we have got such experience that during examination, everybody try to help their friends eagerly, very eagerly. We have found very few amount of students who generally do not help their friends, মানে not mentioning the term friends, who generally do not help their classmates. Okay, তাদের সহপাঠীদের হেল্প করে না, এরকম very rarely we have found. Most of the cases generally they help, and মানে হেল্পিং ইন টার্মস অফ, মানে আমার নিজের ক্ষতি করেও আমি হেল্প করব, ইজ সাচ দ্যাট, মানে তোমরা হয়তো এখনো সেই অ্যাটমসফিয়ারটা বোঝোনি, বিকজ you haven't gone through the offline classes, and তো এই অ্যাটমসফিয়ারটা হয়তো মানে অফলাইন ক্লাস চালু হলেও তোমরা পাবে না, বিকজ ইউ আর ভেরি ফিউ ইন নাম্বার. So earlier it was 120 students in electronics department, so there are a lot of students, right? So there were so many students who were eager to help their friends. আগের দিন গিয়ে কলেজে গিয়ে দেখে আসতো কোথায় সিট নাম্বার পড়েছে, সেখানে পাশের স্টুডেন্টের সঙ্গে ভাগ বাটোয়ারা করে পড়াশোনা করতো, and so on kind of thing. Unfortunately, this helping get reduced just when the campusing time comes. মানে ক্যাম্পাসিং এর সময়তে, during the first campusing again everything is remaining same. During the aptitude test they helped each other, খুব ভালো অ্যাপটি ক্লিয়ার করলো, up to that time it is all right. But suddenly একজন চাকরিটা পেয়ে গেল, তার বন্ধুগুলো, মানে তার হয়তো খুব ক্লোজ ফ্রেন্ড missed that job somehow due to some reason. Then it's a, the situation changed immediately, continuous situation change. And once someone gets a job, he generally rejects the other one. We have found this situation. he rejects the other friends, other classmates rather. When he has been asked, hey bol na ekটু help kor na, তুই তো চাকরি পেয়ে গেছিস, help the others. In few that cases you will be, and the students are poked by the placement department also few times. এই বলে দাও না, গিয়ে একটু হেল্প করো না তোমার বন্ধুদের, তোমার তো চাকরি হয়ে গেছে। They generally say, sir, I don't know, sir, the answer of this tricky questions. I don't know the answers. Okay, এরকমও ঘটনা আমরা দেখেছি। So that is why helping your friends is always good. You have to work with your co-workers, so it is also very beneficial. You can understand a lot of things while working with your co-workers. And as you are actually learning engineering courses, you have to work with your co-workers. Make sure about this one. So you have to keep faith over your friends, and also you need to help them. Help korte hobe, that we know. But even in I can just provide you one particular example. In your fourth year, current fourth year students, there are only 9 students. Okay, and we were discussing about the project distribution of those students. Amaদের project distribution নিয়ে discussion চলছিল. So I tried or I requested them to make groups among themselves so that we can distribute the project. Unfortunately, 3 among them refused to make any group with others. They are pretty much friend, classmate, but when the term comes for project, where the marking entirely depends upon the departmental guide and the departmental teachers, and it's a huge credit point. Almost the fourth year, 8th semester, the highest credit point is over your project, right? So then they decided, and that actually will decide your further, if you are looking for further studies, this project is very much important. If you are looking for a simple job, that is not so important, though it is you may face some questions in your interview board in the final about your final project. But if you are looking for some higher studies, master's course in engineering, so this is very important. This project is very important. So there gets some mismatching. We found that one. And not only this year, in all every years, we found that after third year, fourth year, there are few students which they, get just distracted from others. They na sir, amra amader moton eka eka kaj korb. Something like that happens. So that is how sharing with friends is a good habit. Sharing is always a good habit. But try to share good things and try to work with them. To try to make them co-worker of your study, your work. In all cases, এখানে কোশ্চেন অ্যান্সার ডিস্ট্রিবিউট করাটাও যেমন জরুরি, তেমনি কাজের সময় তো বা পড়ার সময় তো ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন হওয়াটা, শেয়ারিং হওয়াটা জরুরি। একটা প্রজেক্ট, মিনি প্রজেক্ট দিলে সেটাও ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন করে, ডিস্ট্রিবিউট করে কাজ করাটা জরুরি। যাই হোক, দ্যাটস আপ টু ইউ। অ্যান্ড আজ থেকে 20 বছর আগে বা 10 বছর আগে, ইভেন ইফ 10 ইয়ার্স ব্যাক, তখন 20 বছর আগে যেমন ভাবে বিটেক ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং হতো, এখন তো আর সেভাবে হয় না। So all of you are actually having all resources, all things in your own hand. আগেকার যুগে তো সেরকম ব্যাপারটা ছিল না। যাই হোক, it's up to you how you will decide. Now let me start integrated circuit or IC. It means that something which is integrated, a circuit integrated. Integration means summation, right? As you have understood that one, integration means summation of circuit. So that means in this particular part, we are actually adding up lot of circuits, not a single circuit, lot of circuits. অনেক সার্কিট একটার মধ্যে আমরা একত্রিত করছি, or we are summing up. So that is why it's called integrated circuit. Terms integrated comes from the term integration. Okay, so integration comes from summation, যোগ হচ্ছে পরপর. Now you are learning a device. So the device are actually the backbone of every integrated circuit, those devices. Now, according to the working atmosphere and the behavior of the IC, we can segregate that one into two specific domains. One is the analog IC, Number two is the digital IC. In broad sense, we can say, so this will work, the analog ICs will work in the analog domain, where the input signals are analogous in nature, the output signals are also analogous in nature. Everything is analogous, right? Digital IC, generally, we say that it deals with the digital signals. The outputs are also digital signals. And the intermediate IC or the circuits are working also in digital environment. Though, make sure that it's for your understanding only. Though you are pretty young to understand this one, because you are only learning the device, right? Still, for your information, I can say that there is nothing in the world which is a pure digital signal. There is nothing in the world. Physically you cannot make a pure discrete signal. What I am mentioning, the digital, as I mentioned earlier, digital means discrete, right? So something like this one. Maybe this is 0, then this is 1. For the time being, it is again 0. So discrete means there is no such jump from 0 to 1. The jump will happen at 0 time instant. এদের মধ্যে কোনো there you will be not getting any rise time. The rise time is always 0. Similarly, the fall time, this one. So at t instant it was 1. On the same t instant it becomes 0. So there is no such falling. So that is how we say that it is discrete. So there it is discrete, but practically it is not possible. It cannot be a discrete one. Okay, so practically you will be having some rise. You will be having some rise as well as you will be having some fall. It will be having some rise time. It will be having some fall time also. If it is having some rise time and fall time, again, physically, that digital signal can't be a pure digital signal. Again, it comes to the same area, that is analog. But in sense, most of the sense, we generally deal this kind of signals as a digital signal, and we try to analyze those signals as with the knowledge of digital electronics. So that is how, such as I have mentioned earlier, all the gates, what you are dealing with, the gates are not at all, that is not at all a physical device. So physical devices are within that. The transistors are there, the diodes are there, the resistances are there, the capacitors are there. Something like those are the physical devices right over there present. But the circuit behaves like a gate, and as the gates, we say it's a basic building block of any digital circuit. So we say, okay, circuit is made by the gates, but physically or internally, the gates are also built with those devices, those transistors, and then resistances or resistor, capacitor, wire connectors, like that, with those things. Okay, so for simplicity of understanding, we say that there are two types of IC. One is working in the analog atmosphere, that's called the analog IC. Another is working in digital atmosphere, called digital IC. Okay. Now, as we are right now dealing with the digital ICs, so now digital ICs can be, there are a lot of classifications you can. So right now we are just classifying in terms of number of gates present within the digital IC. So number of gates present within the digital IC can be, we can classify the digital IC according to the number of gates present, starting with small scale integration. Okay, small scale integration, or simply we say SSI. Now SSI denotes that within one IC, have you ever seen one IC? And তোমাদের কেউ কি চোখে দেখেছো আইসি কিরকম দেখতে হয়? How it looks like? Have you ever seen?
Yes,
No,
sir.
sir.
Oh, yeah. Oh, equally.
From your HOD, you have seen IC, right?
No, sir, in mobile service center.
Whatever, মানে you have seen না, Soham, you have seen.
Yes, sir.
কেউ দেখোনি এমন কেউ আছো? You haven't seen IC, how it looks like? এমন কেউ কি আছো who haven't seen any IC so far? Expected সবাই দেখেছে. Okay. So an IC is nothing but, there are various views of ICs are available, but normally what we generally found, or generally lokjon simply what we found in case of digital ICs at least, what we generally found, it's a kind of a black box kind of thing, একটা কালো বাক্স থাকে, right? And there exists lot of leads or pins, right, in one side and also in other side. Generally কতগুলো lead pin বা pin থাকে. So here something is written, some numbers are written, IC number is written, and we can actually identify the IC using that number only. There is nothing else to find out what the IC is except that number. It is not possible. IC number ছাড়া IC টা কোন IC বোঝার কোনো কিন্তু উপায় নেই। And you may say that, sir, a processor, I can guess that it's a processor. IC টার দেখলেই আমি বুঝতে পারবো, because processors are having some definite orientation of pins. The processors, that means computer processor like P4 or i3, i7 or something like that. Those processors having definite orientation of pins. But can you just guess, or can you just find out without the number written over there? Can you find out what's the exact specification of that IC? No, you cannot. Right? Even if you won't be able to find out what is that IC, and you can say, okay, এটা মনে হচ্ছে দেখে একটা processor, but you cannot say এটা ইন্টেলের এই প্রসেসর, এই সিরিজের এই প্রসেসর. You cannot say that one. You won't be able to. So that means every IC should have a number, and it will be having some pins. Mostly the pins are input output pins, mostly. Also biasing pins will be there. Biasing means, as you know, the internal IC, the internal circuit of the IC will obviously contain, as it is, that diode, transistors, these kinds of elements. So these elements require biasing to work, because these are made of semiconductors. So that is why all the ICs, it will require biasing pins also. Biasing may be something only 5 volt, 0 volt biasing, or multiple biasings are also possible. So whatever, so it will require biasing, then input output connection pins, because the pins are only medium by which the external world is actually interfacing with the IC. Because IC এর মধ্যে তুমি হাতও দিতে পারো না, তুমি কিছু পাও না, মানে it is not, because it's a simple box. It একটা simple একটা box. You will be looking after that. It's look like a black box kind of thing. You cannot see anything inside right over there, right? And you cannot get, তোমার ইচ্ছে হলো যে আমি ওই ভেতরের মধ্যে দুটো ট্রানজিস্টরকে, মানে I will remove one part of the IC, এখানে একটু গর্ত করে নেবো, and I will remove few transistors from there. You won't be able to do that one, right? So it is not possible because it's a packaged part, packaged IC, packaged circuit board. So packaged circuit is entirely packaged. That is why you cannot do that one. So only interfacing can be done with the help of pins, input output pins. So mostly input output pins are there. Though few more pins you can get, that is few times, few specific ICs you will be having few pins which are for testing purposes only, because few few ICs are there which are quite complex circuits within that we will be having. So that is what we require to test the IC within that. For testing of IC we require some sort of pins. Kichu kichu pin thake, so that we can find out, okay, this section is maybe it has become faulty, but the other sections are working, so I can utilize the other sections. But that is not in common ICs. ওগুলো সাধারণত common IC তে থাকে না. Those are very sophisticated IC ক্ষেত্রে ওইগুলো থাকে. Okay, whatever. So that is something like IC. We are talking about digital ICs. So for digital ICs, number of gates, as we know, for digital ICs there are number of gates available. So as per number of gates, we can segregate the ICs as starting with small scale integrations, where number of gates are from 1 to 10 gates. And just for your information, that we generally say one gate is made of with 2 transistors. একটা gate আমরা দুটো transistor দিয়ে বানাচ্ছি. Though it is not true, but we generally say this one gate is made of 2 transistors. So if it is made of 2 transistors, so we generally say if the number of transistors are up to 20 transistors, so it is in the domain of SSI unit, small scale integration unit. এটা থাকবে সেক্ষেত্রে. Okay. Example, all the basic gates ICs, basic gates IC, likely the AND gate, OR gate, the XOR gate, NOT gate, right? These things, these are actually basic gates ICs, and all these are belonging to small scale integrated IC. There are popular numbers are there, like for AND gate, a popular IC is 7408. We'll be discussing that one in our laboratory classes. So AND gate IC 7408. Similarly, OR gate is 7432. XOR gate is 7486. NOT gate is 7404. NOR is 7402. NAND is 7400. Something like this. Even a few other ICs are also there in basic gates. So these all are belonging to small scale integration. So these are the examples of SSI chip or SSI IC. Coming to the next one, that is common as medium scale integration. That is MSI chip. MSI chip where more than 10 numbers of gates will be present, and from 10 to 100. So from 10 or from 11 you can say, not 10. So from 11 to 100 gates will be there. And obviously compared to transistors, you can say from 22 transistors to 200 numbers of transistors. Okay, so from up to 200 numbers of transistors, starting from 20, more than 20 transistors, if it is there within one IC, we'll say that it is medium scale integration chip. Okay, this is called medium scale integrated chip, right? Popular examples are MUX, DMUX, encoder, decoder, full adder, half adder, full subtractor, half subtractor, comparator, and so on. You don't know about anything about this because of the reason that we will be discussing this one further. And that means this MSI chip would be our next topic. Eta hocche amader next topic. So we'll be discussing about this marks, demarks, encoder, decoder, full adder, half subtractor, full subtractor, comparator, parity generator, and so kind of things. We'll be learning about those one. Coming to the next one, from medium scale integration to next one is actually large scale integration. From medium scale integration to large scale integration, the number of gates are more than 100. So we can say from 101 to up to 10,000 gates. So that is something like more than 200. So you can say 202 to up to 20,000 number of transistors. If it is there within one IC chip, then those are called as LSI chip, large scale integrated chip or large scale integration chips. Examples. So these are the examples. Okay. Having all the PLD, programmable logic device, some microprocessors, right? These are the popular examples of large scale integrated chip. Though not all microprocessors, few microprocessors are belonging to LSI chip. Okay, next, coming to the next one, that is very large scale integration. Very large scale integration, or VLSI. It is anything more than 10,000 numbers of gates. If it is anything greater than 10,000 numbers of gates, it's belonging to very large scale integration. Okay. Generally, so that means it is anything more than 20,000 number of transistors, it is belonging to VLSI. Examples, all modern microprocessors. Some processors. Then you are having your FPGA, field programmable gate array, CPLD, and so on. These are the examples of very large scale integration. Okay. Now we'll be starting with this one. We have already covered this basic gates, AND gate, OR gate, XOR gate. This gate based design we have already covered, or these gates we know this one. Following, we'll be starting with medium scale integration chip or integrated chip, MSI chip. Right, today we'll be starting that one. Then we'll be also discussing about the LSI chip, large scale integration, where we'll be discussing about PLD, the programmable logic device. Also ALU is also one part of LSI chip. Modern day ALUs are also LSI chip. Right? But the very large scale integration we'll be not discussing in this digital system design, because here, as you can little bit imagine, that one IC is containing more than 10,000 numbers of transistors. More than 10,000 numbers of gates. That's becoming pretty complex. So complexity not only comes in terms of calculations, but also complexity comes in terms of behavior of the circuit also. So that is why this is a separate subject called VLSI. Okay. So separate subject is there. You will be learning that one in higher semesters, hopefully. So we'll be discussing up to this. Okay. Up to this PLD, we'll be discussing that one. So right today, am I clear? This one, the classification of digital ICs. And anything beyond, in few books, you may find out that there is further classification is there as ultra large scale integration. But make sure that right now in modern electronic industry, there is no chip which has been classified as ultra large scale integration. It's due to the reason that nowadays we are having billions of transistors in a particular chip. Now, if we say okay, 20,000 to 200,000 is VLSI, and then after that it is ultra large scale. So up to maybe 1 billion, you can say ultra large scale. Then after that again, 100 billions. Then you have to provide some another name. After a few days, it will become 1,000 billions. You need to provide another name and so on, right? So the names, you will be just providing a name and name and name back into that one. So such kind of classifications has been stopped. So that is why anything beyond 20,000 transistors in a chip called VLSI chip, whether it is 1 billion transistors within that, whether it is 100 billion transistors within that, no matter, every IC is belonging to VLSI. Okay, whatever. So we'll be not discussing that one. We'll be going for MSI. So starting with the medium scale integration. So medium scale integration, MSI chip. We'll be discussing, we'll be starting right today. That is, first of all, MUX. Short form MUX is called multiplexer. Okay, what is that? Multiplexer also one another thing here. LSI, sorry, MSI chip will be also having a lot of flip-flops, flip-flop, register, counter. These ICs are also belonging to MSI chip, and we'll be also discussing all this. Flip-flop, register, counter, these are also belonging to MSI. So mostly we'll be dealing with MSI chips in this particular course curriculum, or in this particular subject. So starting with the multiplexer, as it denotes, multiplexer is nothing but a particular kind of system, you can say, where we are having multiple input, but we'll be having only one output. The system will be having multiple inputs but only one output. According to some logic, one of the input is connected towards the output. It's actually many input, one output system. Okay, so that is something like that. But we can have multiplexers in our communication system called a multiplexing operation is going on right over there. Here in the digital system also, there is a particular chip called a multiplexer. What is that? It is having two sets of inputs. Two sets of inputs are there. Some sets of inputs are called select input. So there are select inputs. Select input. Something like we can say S0 to up to Sn. Suppose there are n numbers of select input pins are there. So there are a lot of select input pins are there. Similarly, accordingly, you'll be having also few data input lines. Okay, so how many data inputs? 2 to the power n data input lines will be there. So starting from D0 to up to 2 to the power n, that means D 2 to the power n. This much your sorry, d2 to the power n minus 1. So this much amount of to the power n minus 1. Sorry. So this much amount of data input lines should be there. It is 2 to the power n minus 1. So this much amount of data input lines will be there, and only one output. Only one output will be there. Output. Only one output is there. So number of inputs are quite large, but a single output is there. Okay. This is the basic schematic of a multiplexer IC. It's obviously it's an IC. Now, if we are having the select line equal to 1, the n value, if it is 1, if the select line is only 1, so n for n equal to 1, so n equal to 1, we are having select line 1, so only one select line is there. So how many data lines? Obviously data lines are 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power n, so that means 2 to the power 1. 2 to the power 1 means 2. So that time, if we are having one select line, we'll be having two data lines. Make sure about this one. Two data lines will be there as D0 as D1, and we'll be having only one output Y. So these are the data input lines, and this is the select input line, generally denoted by S. Okay, so this is the schematic that time. Okay. Now the logic for this IC, working of IC, is that if S value, the select input line is having the input 0, যদি select input line input 0 হয়, then this whatever be the input at D0, that will be propagated towards Y. And if the select input line is having one input, a select line যদি 1 হয়, then D1 will be propagated towards output Y. D1 will be propagated towards output Y means what is the input at this particular line, that may be 0, that may be 1, that bit is coming at the output. Okay. So I can make the truth table, because truth table is always required. So I can make the truth table like this: S followed by your D1 and followed by D0. So obviously it is a 3 input. So you can have combinations like this: 0 0 1, 0 1 0, 0 1 1, 1 0 0, 1 0 1, 1 1 0, 1 1 1. Okay. So these are the combinations. Okay. And we are having the output Y. So obviously, as denoted, that for S value 0, that means up to this, for these 4 positions, output Y would be just following D0. That means this 0 will be coming here, this 1 will be coming at the output, this 0 is coming at the output, this 1 will be coming at the output. So output that time will be only following D0. Whatever be the other input at D1, it will not at all influence the output. ওটা আউটপুটে কোনো রকম ভাবেই কোনো কিছু ইনফ্লুয়েন্স করবে না. Make sure about this one. It will not have any influence over the output. And rest, if we are having this one at select line, that is 1 at input at select line, so then D1 to be followed at the output. So that is 0, that is 0, that is 1, that is 1, right? I mean this one, right? So now we can write down the expression. So obviously what you can do, you can simply write down using K-map, right? You can write down the expression using K-map. So let me try to make that one K-map for Y. Make it like this. So I'm making it K-map for Y. So this side we are writing down as S. This side is D1, D0. Okay, so 0, 1, that is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, followed by 0, 1, 0, 1, then double 0, then double 1, right? So these are the 8 combinations that we have written. So what you need to do, the minimized one would be covering this 2, right? এই দুটোকে cover করতে হবে. So what is that? It is y equal to this one is bar d0, right? Is bar d0 plus this one is s into what? Here which one is not changing? এই দুটো, এটা 1 1 না? This is 1 1, right? Okay, so s into d1, right? So s bar d0 plus s d1. This is the expression. So my circuit is nothing but for a 2:1 multiplexer. This would be my circuit. Or else also we can simplify, or just we can write it down, this truth table entirely in little bit short format. আমরা এটাকে একই ফরম্যাটে ছোট করে লিখতে পারি as depending upon s we can write it down like this. Only s, if the s value is 0, then output y is equal to d0. If the s value is 1, then output is d1, right? So from here also I can write down y is equal to s0 bar, s bar d0 s d1, right? So you can also write it down like this, s bar d0 plus s d1. That is the circuit. But if you have any confusion, so how the circuit is coming, if you have any confusion, forget about that one. Probably you can understand this one, this truth table, and go for the K-map. You'll be getting the same expression, right? So as a result, I can draw the circuit diagram inside the inner circuit diagram. So that is something like this. We are having S line. So that is what I am drawing right over here. This is the S line. S. So again, S complement line is also there. So that is S bar, right? So we are having S bar multiplied by D0. So D0 is another input, D0. So that is S input, that is D0 input, and operation is there. Similarly, S, another input is there as D1, another AND gate is there, followed by OR gate, right? So that is the output Y. So this is actually called 2:1 mux. Why 2:1? Because the data input lines are 2. So 2 input lines, but only 1 output line. So that is why it is called 2:1 mux. So 2 lines are actually merged into 1 line. That's the concept. 2 lines are actually merged into 1 line. How it is being merged? As per the select line. That means 2:1 conversion, something like this, 2 lines to 1 line conversion. And how we are merging or how we are converting that one? By using select line. Select line is 0, so D0 will be at the output. Select line is 1, D1 will be the output. Am I clear? This one. Any query for this? Any query for this? এটাই কি জিজ্ঞাসার আছে? So the multiplexer 2:1. কারোর কিছু জিজ্ঞাসার আছে? এনিথিং? Anything you would like to ask? Nothing. Okay, fine. So let me come to the next one. That is 8:1 marks. Next one, sorry, 4:1. 2:1 হয়েছে, next হচ্ছে 4:1 marks. So we have started with the 2:1 marks. Let me come to the next one as 4:1 marks. As the name suggests, now select lines are দুটো select line আছে, so 4 data lines will be there because it's called a 4:1. So 4 data lines will be there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 data lines, namely D0, D1, D2, D3. Only one output Y, but 2 select lines will be there as S0, S1. So it is something like 4:1 marks. And the logic is something like that. We know as per select line input, one of the data input will be propagated towards the output. As per the select line input, one of the data input will be propagated at the output. So 2 select inputs, that means that will have 4 combinations. So something like this, you can write down like this: S0, S1. Just I am drawing the minimized version of the truth table Y. So S0, S1 can be 0, 0, can be 0, 1, can be 1, 0, can be 1, 1. These are the 4 possibilities of S0, S1. Accordingly, we are having output. If it is 0, 0, then D0 will be selected at the output. So we'll be writing down here as D0. Similarly, S0, S1, anything to share? Okay. If it is 0, 1, then D1 will be selected at the output. Similarly, for 1, 0, D2 will be selected at the output. And for 1, 1, D3 will be selected at the output. So this is actually the truth table of 4:1 marks. Truth table of 4:1 marks is D0, D1, D2, D3. Okay. Now, obviously, if the truth table is like this, I can write down. Now D0 value can be either 0 or 1, that I am not discussing about. So I can write down Y is equal to as like this. So these two are S1 bar, S0 bar dot D0. In the second term, as this one is S0, S1 bar, D1. Third one, S1, S0 bar, D2. Plus fourth one, S1, S0, D3. This, right? Dots are there, obviously. Okay. Am I clear this one? The 4:1 multiplexer. Any query? 4:1 multiplexer বোঝা গেছে? No query. Fine. So that means I'll think of that. Everybody has understood, or else everybody slept. প্রত্যেকেই মোটামুটি ঘুমিয়ে পড়েছে. Whatever. It's my duty. So let we continue. Now the point is, obviously, once the truth table, from the truth table we are getting the minimized expression. Let we continue the circuit part. So here S0, S1 is required. So I'm drawing like this. First S1 followed by S0, right? Okay, so this is S1 bar. This is S0 bar. Okay. And this time, obviously, we'll be requiring 3 input AND gate, right? So we are drawing one AND gate like this. And we'll be having S1 bar, S0 bar. So initially starting with S1 bar, followed by S0 bar, followed by from external input as D0, right? Then another AND gate, but the inputs are S1 bar, S0. So S1 bar, S0, followed by external input, data input D1. Next, another AND gate where the inputs are S1, S1, then S0 bar, S0 bar, right? And another input is D2. Fine. And the last one is S1, S0, followed by D3. So these are the 4 outputs which we require to just make an OR operation between these 4, right? So we're just making an OR operation like this. So that is why. Okay, so this is actually 4:1 marks using basic logic gates. So obviously, as you know, if AND followed by OR is there, you can also replace that one by NAND. You just keep it in mind, but I am not going for that one right now. So just for using basic gates, this is the 4:1 multiplexer. Okay. Am I clear? This one, 4:1 multiplexer schematic.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hurry, hurry, baap re baap. So somehow I have got some answers. Yes, sir. Okay, coming to the next one. Obviously, we can have, if 4:1 is possible, then 8:1 is also possible. 8:1 marks. Same logic, same thing. But just the data lines have been incremented. So here 8 data lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 coming, starting with D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7, 8 data lines. Obviously 8 data lines requires 3 select lines, S0, S1, S2. Only one output Y, right? So these are the data inputs. This is the output, and this is the select input. Okay, called 8:1 marks. Don't write 1:8. It is 8:1. Okay. Truth table. Similarly, you can have 8 combinations of S0, S1, and S2. You can write it down like here: S0, S1, S2, and we can have like this Y. Right. Output starting from D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7. That means as per the logic 0, 0, 0, D0 will be selected output. As per logic 0, 0, 1 of select line input, D1 will be selected, and as it is. likely the other cases. If you can understand 2:1 and 4:1, I think that you will be also understanding 8:1. And for that, y can be directly written down as is 0 bar, is 1 bar, is 2 bar, d0 plus. Next is 0, is 1 bar, is 2 bar, d1 plus is 2 bar, is 1, is 0 bar, d2 plus this one is 2 bar, s1, s0, d3 plus, I'm writing right over here. Okay, now looking after this, it is s2, s0 bar, sorry, s1 bar, s0 bar, d4 plus this one s2, s1 bar, s0, d5 plus next one s2, s1, s0 bar, d6, last one s2, s1, s0, d7, right? Now again, same to previous case, you can also draw the circuit. একই রকম ভাবে সার্কিটটা এখানেও আঁকতে পারো, right? All the AND gates, you will be requiring all the AND gates of 4 input, 4 input AND gate lab, and so on. Similarly, you can make 16:1 multiplexer, 32:1 multiplexer, 64:1 multiplexer, 128:1 multiplexer. What you need to do, you just need to increase the select line, increase the data line, and write down the logic. Okay, as per the combinations starting from d0, d1, d2, d3, and so on, you can make your truth table, you can make your Boolean function. Accordingly, you can make your circuit. So that is all about the multiplexer basic definition part. Am I clear? This one up to this. So similarly, as I have mentioned, you can make 8:1 is already being done. So 16:1, then you can have 32:1, then 64:1, 128:1, 256:1, and so on, 512:1. You can make all these kinds of multiplexers. Okay, so you can make all this and even more. 512 উপরে 1024 করতে পারো। So what do you need to do? You need to increase these are the data lines, obviously. So for 16:1, we require 4 numbers of select lines. For 32:1, that is 5 numbers of select lines, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on. Next day, I'm not going for this one because hopefully you have understood how to make that one. You must have to understand that one because you are an EC student. So next day we'll be starting with how multiplexers can be cascaded. How multiplexers can be cascaded, that we'll be discussing in our next class. That means how using smaller size multiplexers we can make a larger size of multiplexer. Using 2 numbers of 2:1 multiplexer, we can make 4:1 multiplexer. Similarly, using 4:1 multiplexers, we can make 8:1 multiplexers, and so on. We'll be the cascading operation, how that is possible, that we'll be looking after in our next class. Also, by using multiplexers, how the other circuits, any Boolean functions that can be implemented, that we'll be also discussing in our next class. Okay. So any query up to this? Hopefully there is no query. Okay, fine. So let me stop right today.